Daredevil himself, Patrick Macaulay here, and this beautiful, get a shot of this airplane. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is clean as a whistle. This thing is sparkling, just like Patrick's personality. I can't wait for this interview. Tell me a little about this aircraft. This thing is amazing to me.
It's a modified Pitts S1S. It's one of the probably most beloved aerobatic airplanes out there. I mean, it was designed by a great man named Curtis Pitts, and he just basically had a dream of having an ultimate aerobatic airplane and started building one. And they had about 80 horsepower in the very beginning, and then now they're putting 400 horsepower engines on them, and there's some out there that with 8 ailerons and all sorts of things on them.
Wow.
And they're just a really neat airplane. This one personally is, it's been modified. It's got a bigger tail on it, a little more rudder. It's got a higher power engine. It's been about 230 horsepower, weighs 850 pounds.
Wow, I bet it jumps off the concrete.
I need about 350 feet of
wow,
takeoff.
Man. 350-foot takeoff roll, man. I can't even get my camera out and do videoing in that speed. That's incredible.
Right.
How did you come upon this aircraft? What led you into the pits?
It was really, I've always loved biplanes. I grew up with them. My dad, who's actually here too somewhere, he built an award-winning Skybolt that won the whole Home Builders Award with EAA and all that back in the 80s. And I actually was helping him fabric that when I was like 8, 9 years old, or actually before that, like 5 years old.
I love it. Aviation is for the kids. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. And then he built an ultimate biplane, which is kind of a hybrid version of this. And that one I was actually a teenager kind of helping him build, and I actually flew it when I was 18, and that we kind of separated because he didn't really want me to do air shows in the beginning. He really didn't want me to do them in his airplanes.
Sure.
That I helped him build.
Of course.
So I bought this kind of out of spite, but then just I needed something to get going. So I bought it, started competing with it, and then just kind of built with air shows and just kind of built up. And I mean, it didn't even look like this when I first got it. It was all blue. The yellow was like this on the tail. Like you can see the rudder there, just the difference in yellow. That's the original yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. The carbon fiber, all that stuff's all new. The black color, the chrome. That's just me kind of putting stuff together, and this all started with one panel I needed for the ADSB stuff. And then the guy, Larry Jeffers Race Cars down in St. Louis, offered me like a 16-foot panel of carbon fiber for like $800. And I was like,
way decent.
You're not going to get, I don't care what I'm going to do with that, but I'm not letting that deal go. So
absolutely.
I told my dad, I was like, I want all of this on that. And he's like, okay, let's do this. And then he told me, let's go with the half black look and stuff. I'm like, well, that's going to look stupid. So then I started playing on my phone on a little coloring app. And then I put my wife had the logo designed like that. And so I started putting stuff on with Photoshop and all that. And then our hero cards, we do a lot with the comic book culture. And we do stuff with reflective art and things like that from our artists.
Very cool.
That's where the chrome came. And then the wrap company wanted more exposure. So I was like, hey, why don't we do chrome stripes, put the logos in new and all chrome, just give it a different look. And that's where it all came from.
In the Florida sun, this thing is just beaming. I mean, it is beautiful. It stands out among all of these airplanes. I'm saying, we're standing around probably 30 aircraft right now, and this one is absolutely just a beautiful aircraft among beautiful aircraft. It kind of has I sense a theme going on here, like a blue, yellow, and red theme, kind of a Colombian theme going on here. I love this, man. So you came down from Chicago. Tell us a little bit about that trip and about how long that took you.
It took me, I did it in a day. It's about,
day?
Yeah, I was lucky. I didn't get out nearly as early as I wanted to. I like to kind of make a little bit more longer fuel stops just to chill, and it was like 15-minute stops. So my butt was hurting.
Oh, I bet.
It took about 6 hours of flight time, I think, but about right at probably 7.5 because I stopped 5 times.
Yeah.
I didn't really have to stop 5 times, but I like to come into here fat in case something goes down.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm ready for the show, so I don't have to get fuel or anything. I had a tailwind. It was good, but the good thing is when I go back, it looks like I might have the wind on the tail too.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. It's both ways. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw your post coming into Sun and Fun. It said it sounded like you'd been in that aircraft a while, ready to get out and hang out.
Absolutely. I was hurting. it was hurting.
Golly, I don't know. My butt's just hurting hearing that. Looking at this thing, man, I think we got to put a bomb on there. It would look pretty smooth.
It would look gorgeous. Definitely go to good use coming over mountains and around weather, and definitely I would be able to promote that very well. And
it looks like a sweet outboard missile.
Absolutely. I always get asked by the kids, does this shoot lasers off the sighting device? So now I would have lasers and missiles. We're good on all arrows.
The kids are absolutely, you're going to be a superhero. You are a superhero to the kids.
Right? Well, I'm just a rock and roll pilot. My wife's the superhero. So
that's what's up. I see her with the Wonder Woman over there. That's the real Wonder Woman behind the superhero here. And it's quite the truth of it that when you come to air shows or when you do air shows and the kids come, I mean, you really are kind of a hero to the kids. They look at the performers and just think that is the coolest thing they've ever seen. I mean, what is that like going up there and knowing that you're putting an imprint on someone's life?
What you just said is something that we take very, very seriously. I'm out here. I told the coordinators here, I said, I want to be with the people. I don't want to be with the performers hanging away from the stuff. Like I said, I'm here to perform for the people. I'm the people's performer. I need to be with the people. So and then I was only going to do it till I performed and then go. But I even asked him today, that just popped out, the Southern.
I hear you, man.
Exactly right. And I said, is it too much trouble after I perform to come back here? And he's like, no, we can work that out. So, because I really like, hanging out with the kids. There's, I'm sorry.
Hey, no worries. That's okay. Oh, it's El Jefe.
Did you get it? Oh, okay, good.
El Jefe owes everybody a water.
My phone. Why am I ringing?
Oh, I like that. You check. It's no phone. So them's the rules. If we're doing an interview, everybody knows that. If you watch the Watch Your Attitude podcast, you know it. If your phone goes off during an interview, you owe everybody a water.
There you go. We got free water right there.
Oh, I like it. That's El Jefe's favorite kind of stuff. Free. He one time gave me free. We were having supper at Michelle's. He gave me a free refill on my supper.
Yeah, nice.
What a guy, huh?
There you go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt so rudely about we're talking to Patrick McAlee, man of the people, and he's talking about after he finishes his awesome performance, going to come back here and just be available to hang out and kibitz with the kids.
Yep. And my wife that's when she does the cosplays, Amazon Princess, take pictures with the kids.
You are
obviously
kidding.
The colors. Oh no!
Oh, nice!
Oh, dude.
Can I get a selfie with Wonder Woman?
Absolutely. You can come by and take your picture. It'll be Friday, probably after I fly, because we gotta go to get her dressed. But it's pretty neat. It's gotten a huge response too. Like, some people just aren't ready for it, but then when you see it, young and old, I mean, it goes back. We're talking 20s and 30s, right? So it's neat. We go out and she does pictures with the warbirds and things. We've got some cool pictures at Dover Air Force Base a few years ago. She did pictures there with the B-52, so I mean, and then the kids just love it. In fact, one little girl came up and said, I saw your movie 3 times. And
nice.
People told me she takes a better Wonder Woman than Colt. They're like,
that's a pretty good Wonder Woman right there. I'd go with that.
When you see, she's detailed. Her suit, well, she didn't bring this suit. She brought the retro one because it was just, we had to pack a lot. But the one she uses at the other shows too, which we do have pictures on our social media of it, it cost more than my fire suit.
It
was it's from Italy. It's custom made. It literally looks just like
pretty awesome. I love how all in y'all are for these air shows, man. That really is. It's just, I mean, we know it's for the young, the old. It's just to throw you back right into childhood.
Yep.
Now, you mentioned your social media. Where can we find some of that awesome stuff? I'm
on Instagram at Extreme Flight, just the word Extreme Flight. I'll have my name, Patrick J. Mackley, on it, and then Extreme Flight 45 on Facebook. So facebook.com Extreme Flight 45, and then Twitter Extreme Flight 45, which I'm not on a whole lot.
Oh, did you say you're on the twits, huh?
Yeah, not really.
All right.
I'm there for publicity, but that's about it. And then Blue Demon Adventures is the children's page that she runs a lot. But we do it for the kids so it can be kid friendly. And then the YouTube, just my name, and we're working on getting more content, VR videos and things like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely like to make some more content with Patrick, man. I've had such a great time here talking to him. Say that J doesn't stand for Joseph, does it?
Nope.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! It's not Joseph, it's Jason. I don't know about that kind of Irish business. An Irish man named Jason. Now, how about Jameson?
I'm German.
Oh, I speak Deutsch. Yeah, me too. Man, I want to thank you for hanging out. I mean, this is no small feat. The sun of Sun and Fun is definitely beaming down. And if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you just a quick 2 fun questions, totally kind of off the reservation a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so now you came down for 6 hours in your airplane. What is it that you like to take up? What's your favorite snack in the air?
I didn't drink a bottle of water at all.
Camel style.
Literally that's one thing that kind of stinks today, because it's still with the pandemic and all this political stuff with the infrastructure, everything. Our little airports are really going down. I stopped at many airports. It's pay at the pump. And I've gotten to where I try to look at my flight plans. I'm like, if they have a courtesy car or car rental, then I know there's at least people there.
Yeah.
but there's almost no water fountains even. So, and I can't on this size trip, I couldn't pack a whole lot. Now, if I go something that's an hour and a half, couple hours away, then I'll take like a granola bar or something like that. But I don't eat a whole lot, especially on days I perform.
Yeah.
I was at a show once, and guys are like, "Hey, Pat, what do you want to eat?" And I said, 2 slices of bread with a bottle of water. And they're like, "What?" And I go, "Trust me, you'll see why in about 20 minutes."
Absolutely.
And then after I fly, I want like a lot.
Dude, like what's a good post-flight meal? Like what can we expect to see you chowing on?
Beer and chocolate.
Oh my goodness! I like this guy. He is half German.
Just checking. No, pretty much anything. I love meat. I love almost anything.
Seafood? I mean, we're in Florida.
Yeah, I don't mind like fish stuff. I don't get big into the sushi stuff or shrimp, things like that. Like I like salmon, tilapia, things like that. But,
excellent.
And then steak. I'm always up for steak.
Hard turn down steak, right?
Fried
chicken. Yeah, we got something, baby. All right. So my last question here, and I thank you for being so gracious for talking with us so long here out in the beaming sun. This is no joke here at Sun and Fun. If you guys could stand right here, I mean, it's about hot enough to melt the sun. So I fully expect to see some little kid evaporate today, but hopefully not. Stay hydrated, guys. So if you could fly any airplane across history or any aircraft across history, shuttle included, that was Andres's, of course. What would you fly?
I'm always sticking with the Pitts, but if we go all the way through Warbirds,
let's do it.
I would have to say, I mean, I love them all, honestly. I'm a very big history buff, but, the P-51, F4U, and Sea Fury. I really like Sea Fury.
Nice. There we go, the Hawker action.
You gotta
there we go.
The Brits something they did right.
Oh, definitely.
But
and fish and chips.
The Pitts, obviously, I love all of them. But, I'm one of those that, if it's got wings, I'll fly it. Like, just give it to me. And that's a prerequisite. No helicopters. They'd be like,
all right, no rotary, no
wings. Or no, they're not. They're moving.
Yeah, that's a whole lot
wings
more.
Do this.
I chew gum and walk barely, and so that whole rotary thing, there's a lot going on. I mean, I don't know. Straight and level flight for me is pretty much the.
When you hear me fly, I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun. All right, and you hear a helicopter fly, they sound like they're scared all the time. Like, yeah, I'm having fun. Let's do it.
My girl's grandfather is a maintenance, was a maintenance test pilot, CH-47. Oldest guy ever admitted to the Naval Test Pilot School, incidentally.
Okay.
So he has more hours in rotary aircraft about than I have on this earth.
Nice.
And I tell you what, you talk about this action. He pretty much feels that all the time. I mean, he's got the vibrations have taken his hearing out. I mean, that doesn't sound like any fun to me.
No, I mean, I do love it. Like, I love the Black Hawk. I just love the look of it. I do love listening. I wouldn't fly them, but I love them. And I got a couple of buddies that are in that fly. One of them flies a Cobra, one of them flies Apache.
Wow.
Which I like those. I love the Cobra. That's cool ass.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I couldn't get in it. It looks cool, but I'll leave it to them.
Guys, make sure to go check him out. Check out his social media. If you're here at Sun and Fun, you got to check out Patrick's 2 shows, right?
Saturday and Sunday, I believe. Or I'm sorry, Friday and Saturday, I believe at 1:30ish. But I mean, sometimes that moves around just stuff, But I'm earlier in the lineup. Yeah. So.
Just look for the most beautiful airplane in the sky doing aerobatics.
You'll definitely.
That'll be Patrick.